Capricorn, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is an energy reading, so if it's come to you and you're not a Capricorn birth date, it's for you. You attracted it and it's here because there's something here that you needed to hear. And this is where your message begins. Oh wow. Well, this is quite intense. We have be fearless and bold, badger spirit, and then you have 4, which is a very solid number. It's actually an earth number. 4 is Terra, right? It's north, south, east, west. That's what it is. So this is sure of itself. That's why it's Aries energy, but it's face front. It knows what it wants. It's certain. It's got all the confidence in the world. It's not even cockiness. It may be a little naivete, but sometimes it's better not to know. You know, what you know is what you're driven toward. What you know is your purpose. And Capricorn, there is something here that is very purpose driven and very sure of itself. Now, be fearless and bold. This might be coming at you, or it might be you coming from you. So I have to get into that and understand it a little bit more. Whatever it is, it's very determined. It is aggressive. I don't think it means to be malicious in any way. It's psyched about something. There's this person, this energy is psyched about something. It's sure of it. It's got it's a strong sense of self, a strong sense of independence. It doesn't mean that you're acting all alone, but it means that you've got a strong sense of independence, which means you don't need anybody else. I don't see that that's isolating right now. I just see this as confident. And so let's see how this energy is playing out. Remember, Capricorn, as I divide this deck, there are going to be cards that fall out. This is good. That's what they're supposed to do. If you're looking for a personal reading, I do provide those. Please check out my website. It's the only place you can book with me. There's a couple of different services on there. One service fits everybody. www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com is where you can book and schedule, and you will have your reading within 24 hours of whenever it is, whatever day you booked. If you're just arriving to this channel, thank you for showing up, and I hope that you will subscribe to the channel and then ring that notification bell and select all notifications so that you will get notified when I go live. It's the only place on the internet that I do live public tarot card readings. So if you'd like to participate, be sure to subscribe. All right, if you're sound sensitive, guys, I cleansed my space and yours with sound, so you might want to turn down your volume for a couple of seconds. Okay, Capricorn, here we go. Let's see if there's anything else that needs to come out for Capricorn energy now. Nope, that wants to come out. Okay. Here we go. We have think on your feet. So more fire energy, first of all. This is Sagittarian energy. This is a sense of also being certain, but also being malleable. Whenever Fox comes up, there was some quick change that you had to make. Maybe the quick change was to you. Maybe there was this sense of, I need to be more malleable in this situation. I don't know what to expect. I think you're surprising yourself right now, Capricorn. And I'm very happy for that, because you're surprising yourself in a good way, in a way that I didn't know I had this capacity. And it's positive reinforcement for a mindset that you need to work on, which is flexibility. And flexibility and malleability is here. You are ready to meet whatever challenges come at you. There is something here that is really beautiful in how open you are and how sure you are of the action that you need to take. Then we have, there is always enough. This is Piscean energy. I don't know if you're dealing with a Pisces or Sagittarius, hear me out. This is about, there's a lot of emotions here, but not in a bad way, in a good way, the sense of, I feel strongly about this. I care. This is like upright. I care a lot about this person. I care a lot about this situation. I care a lot about this company. There's a sense of fullness here, of it matters, right? There is always enough. This could also be money. Sometimes fish represents money or fertility. This is a ripe opportunity, or a situation that's ripe with opportunity. There's always enough. There's enough of something here so that you can make something work. And it's very important. Then we have truth transcends illusion. That is ultimately what, that is ultimately, I think it's almost like, let me say this, reality ends up being better than what you imagined. This sense of not just enough, not just telling the truth or the truth coming out, but of the reality of the situation being better than you dreamed. Why? Because you were capable of moving forward. You were capable of being malleable and not being scared, right? And allowing your passions or your feelings to drive you. Once again, not in a negative way, in the way that is inspiration. Excuse me. I like what you're becoming, and I think you do too. And this situation, whatever this is, whatever the circumstances you're thinking of, it really does have potential, not just potential, promise. It's not just potential, it's promise. It's a sense of, think of the difference between potential, which is what could be, a promise, which is what matters enough to make it what is. Right? Promise is more of a commitment than potential. And I like that. So there's a lot of promise here with regards to what you're going to get and what's going to come out of your bend and stretch and flexing and being flexible. I should say not flexing, but being flexible. So let's understand this energy a little bit more. I want to grab a zodiac card. We have Arcturian Council, like you're being judged somehow, or that there is some maybe board you're up against, or you're being reviewed, like you're being looked at. Maybe your performance is being looked at. Maybe you've taken counsel and you've appreciated the insights and incorporated those insights into whatever it is that you are doing or involved in. Ultimately, good advice to follow, and ultimately not somebody looking to judge you, but somebody looking in admiration of you that wants the best for you. Okay, that's beautiful energy. Let's see what all of this is about. Okay, Capricorn, what is all of this about? It's almost like willing to take advice. Be willing to take advice and be malleable to taking advice. Let it matter so much to you that you're willing to do anything, including be flexible and not be set on what you already think is right, because there's a sense of somebody has a higher perspective. And that's a good perspective. It's a sound perspective, I should say. So we have you, Capricorn. It could have to do with your marriage, could have to do with places in which you were stuck or held back or felt like you were restricted or afraid, dealing with fear or maybe addiction in a committed situation. There might be unhealthiness, but at the same time, there is still a sense of commitment, a sense of, but I'm in it through the long haul, right? Even if this isn't about marriage, this is about for better or worse. That's kind of what this is. And I know that we might be in a darker time, but ultimately I'm in for this. Now, this could be just speaking to you. It's Capricornian energy. So it could be just saying, Capricorn, you are committed, but you're not you're going to be committed, but you are committed to something or someone that is also committed to you, that is also thinking you're worth it and worth the investment. And so that is very reassuring. And then we have King of Pentacles. Now, King of Pentacles could mean that you're involved with another earth sign. Of course, it could also mean evolving to the highest form of yourself, which is being very sure of yourself, not having to move around much. In fact, being able to stabilize and find a place of absolute abundance, right? This could be you. This is somebody who is very responsible, very respected, a leader, a boss, an entrepreneur boss, somebody who really has great insights into organization and foundations and structure. This is reliable, dependable, respectable, kind of daddy warbucks kind of energy. It's that kind of energy. So I feel like this is Capricorn energy, this sense of I've committed myself to this project or this situation, and it's going to be valuable. It's almost like, it's going to be valuable, and it is. Absolutely. But let's just clarify in case what the devil energy is here for. We have the Strength card here, which is, I said, what is the devil energy here for? It's to test your strength, to get you more solid inside yourself, self-accepting, right? Taming those more primal aspects of you, make you more strong in your conviction so that you know you can handle anything without having to predict the situation or plan it out too far. So in other words, you're proceeding in faith. Maybe having faith or showing support. There's a strong show of support and love here. Whether you're giving it to them or they're giving it to you, there's a strong sense of commitment here. You're showing your commitment by showing your love, by showing that you have faith in this circumstance. There's a strong love here. I don't know if it's love for someone or something, but there's a strong love here. And it's true, it's real, it's sincere. It's also kind of faithful. This sense of, even if everything isn't perfect now, there's a sense of you are worth it. That's 100% what's coming through right now. You are worth it. You are worth the commitment. You are worth the investment, Capricorn. We have, okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. And that's what the conviction is. We're changing and shifting here. And I think we're shifting out of what we thought we had to be and our inauthentic selves, and we're shifting more toward our actual authentic self, like who we actually are is what we're shifting toward. And then we have deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. And look what came out. I told you there's some sort of advice here that's going on. It's almost like you realized that your old self, or you were making decisions based on a trauma response, or based on who you thought you had to be in order to survive, based on something from the past that you got defensive about. There is therapy going on, or it's recommended here. Give yourself that investment. You are worth it. Don't think you need therapy. You deserve therapy. Everybody deserves to be as healthy as they possibly can be, mentally, spiritually, and physically. You deserve this. And I think that there are answers that are coming. And it's almost like you're finding a more authentic version of yourself now that you can finally let go of who you thought you had to be, or whatever you were turned into because of fear that was living inside of you. But you do have to confront that in yourself before anything changes externally. And I think a lot is going to be changing externally because that change is happening internally, because you're finally ready for it. So this has to do with maybe a love, a connection, a change in the wind, and soulmates. So either you're meeting your soulmate, or you're meeting somebody that's supposed to be in your life, or there's going to be major changes that bring the two of you closer together. And so that's really good news, I think, for a lot of you who are having a really stressful time with especially a personal relationship. But there's a shift. This shift in perspective changes everything. And of course, if you're dealing with a romantic or a really intimate relationship, it's not just one of you changing, it's the both of you changing. And that's the change that I think you've been wanting and praying for. And that's what's going to happen. Let me grab a moon card, because you know I've got to. Yeah, this is an emotional purging. This is an emotional cleansing. We have a new start is coming, new moon. Now, this could be a timestamp of, we just had a full moon in Taurus. That's beautiful energy. So we're going to be having our next new moon in Sagittarius, and that's what's going to be coming. And maybe it's a timestamp, but ultimately it is a fresh start. It's like, you're not holding on to old emotions. You're not letting old emotions get in your way. There's been a total clean out so you can start fresh and just see this situation for what it is, not how it reminds you of what or someone who used to be. I think that has been majorly getting in the way of your happiness or ability to truly be in this circumstance, Capricorn. And you're going to be so happy that you figured it out this week. We're going to go to the extended, guys. The link is down below, and I've also pinned it to the top of the comment section. I'll see you guys there.